If there's one thing that this Lakers-Warriors Game 1 taught me, it was that the Lakers are too much for the Golden State Warriors. Hey everyone, it's Ygax, and this time we're gonna go over Game 1 of the Lakers and Warriors series, and oh my goodness, this was definitely a game for the record books, especially in Golden State. You know, this game was very, very crucial because I said myself in my previous video was that the Lakers were going to steal Game 1, and look at that, it happened. Oh my goodness, there's so much to take apart, to dismantle in this Game 1. There's so many moving actions, so many events that just happened in over one game. You know, and the first thing I wanted to go over was, oh my goodness, the obvious ones. The free throw discrepancy. Like I mentioned in my previous video, the Lakers are going to use their big bodies to get into the paint, to get those free throws, to get those foul calls, to get that defense up. And oh my goodness, they literally used it against the Warriors and more. Okay, this Lakers team, they used their bodies so many times. They got to the free throw so many times. You know, even the point guards, even D'Angelo Russell, he got into that mid-range game that he loves, okay? And same thing with Dennis Schroeder. He loves to drive in, and he's fast when he goes there. You know, it's just these little free throw discrepancies, especially Anthony Davis and LeBron and Vanderbilt. You know, all of these players contributing to get those free throws down, because they're taking apart the weakness of the Warriors and using it to their full advantage. And this is why the Lakers eventually won Game 1. And you know, that's also another thing. The Warriors were able to stay in the game because of their three-point shooting. You know, in the first half, they got 13 three-pointers. Yes, there was 13 three-pointers. And you know, that last three where Jordan Poole got that not easy, but it was a very random three-point shot and one. You know, that literally kept them in the game. And it was at that point that they got 64 points. The Lakers got 65. If it weren't for those three-point shots, the Warriors would be down so much right now. And that's one thing I also wanted to point out for the Warriors game is live by the three, die by the three. They literally embodied that phrase in this game because, oh my goodness, it is a very up and down moment, especially for the three-point shooting for the Golden State Warriors. If you looked at the third quarter for this Warriors team, they were struggling. They were struggling making those three-point shots. And it was at that time that the Lakers instead were making those three-point shots. And at the first part of the fourth quarter, it was the same. You know, the Warriors were getting locked down by the Lakers. And that's also one thing I wanted to go over is the perimeter defense of the Lakers. The perimeter defense, they locked down the three-point shooters. You know, even though, yes, Curry and Thompson, they willed their team back, and they even got Poole. And that was one thing that I really liked about the Warriors. They got Poole and Wiggins into the mix. Jordan Poole made those crazy random threes. You know, it's like, whoa, how did this guy make it? You know, it was just I guess it was just a good day for him. But the perimeter defense of the Lakers, they locked these Warriors teams down. You know, during the third quarter and the first half of the fourth, they couldn't get anything. You know, they literally glued themselves to these point guards. They literally glued themselves to Curry, to Thompson, to Poole. They contested the shot every time, and AD would either defend the three or he would get that rebound. If AD were to guard that three, then LeBron or either Vanderbilt would get the rebound. It is simple as that. That is the amazing defense from the Lakers. That is why this Lakers defense is completely different. It's not the same Lakers defense that we're used to seeing with Westbrook, with Toscano Anderson, with Beverly. This is different, okay? We got different big bodies this time. We got Vanderbilt. We got a big guy who has long arms. He can jump. This guy can defend Curry. This guy locked that man down. And it was pretty evident because on the second half of the fourth quarter, when Curry realized that Vanderbilt was gone, oh my goodness, Curry used that to his full advantage, and boom, he literally took that opportunity to say, okay, this is our time to come back, because the Lakers were up by 14, and the Warriors, when they got Vanderbilt down, when they let Vanderbilt sit and rest, the Warriors literally came back a 14-0 run. It was tied at 112, and then Lakers made that 5-0 run to close the game out. But only with a close game, because it was pretty evident when the game was coming down to a close. This Lakers team was very tired. Okay, they couldn't handle it anymore. AD was clearly tired. Bro couldn't really move his legs anymore, and it was pretty self-evident. When you watch the game, when bro was trying to shoot, he couldn't lift his legs. And that's pretty much the same thing with LeBron, especially LeBron. Bro could not make a three. He only made that 1 3 because he was wide open. I mean, he made some shots, but he wasn't that impactful during the game. That's the advantage that the Warriors had. They are a fast-paced team, and knowing the Lakers, they are very, very bad at getting down the floor because full court playing, the Lakers are very slow, okay? And that is the advantage that the Warriors have. As long as they have that fast-paced play, they can have a chance against this Lakers team, because my goodness, when they made that 14-0 run, the Lakers could not keep up. The Warriors were so fast. You go one thing where Curry or someone else from the Warriors got that rebound, and then Curry made that pass to Klay Thompson, 3, boom, it was already a 6-point game. It went down from a 14-point game to a 6-point game, and you're like, wait, we got ourselves a game here, everyone, right? And then Curry made those 2 straight threes to get the team back, and my goodness, this was a very close game. And at the end of the day, when they got Vanderbilt back, okay, they were able to defend. They were able to defend Curry. They were able to defend Thompson. They defended the 3. Let's have a little quick takeaways from game 1. Definitely the free throw discrepancy. We already talked about that. The Warriors 3-point shots, they lived by the 3, died by the 3. It was pretty obvious, as I mentioned before. Lakers using their bodies to get into the paint. Warriors cannot get inside the paint at all. Oh my goodness. The third quarter was self-evident of that. Whenever the Warriors went into the paint, they either got the ball stolen or blocked or tipped. They didn't have an answer at the paint. And that was the reason why the Warriors jacked up 53 3-pointers during that game. During game 1, they jacked up 53 3-pointers. They did not have an answer for this Lakers defense. Whenever they went into the paint, it was either rejected, it was either tipped. If they passed the ball, it was either blocked. So many things, okay? It was stolen. There's so many. This Lakers team, their defense, this tenacious D is overwhelming. The Warriors could not get anything done in the paint. And that's why, they stuck by the 3. They stayed by the 3, and because of that, they were able to stay with the Lakers' pace. And next is Looney is still a monster on the boards. This guy is still able to get those offensive rebounds. And I remember that one possession during the fourth quarter. Andrew Wiggins coming out of nowhere to get all those offensive rebounds, to get those second chance points, third chance points, fourth chance even. Wiggins and Looney, they were able to get those offensive rebounds and maintain their effectiveness in the offensive rebound department. So good on that for the Warriors. The Warriors do not have an answer for this Lakers team in terms of driving into the paint. They cannot. They had either Vanderbilt blocking it, AD, or LeBron, and they're inside the paint. They're inside. And then you had Curry. They also had Thompson sometimes in that paint as well, because those are the main 3-point shooters. And of course, there are sometimes also where they passed it out to Poole and he got that 3. And there's also one thing that I really noticed with the game is that the Lakers get easy shots instead of random hoists from the Warriors. That was the huge comparison that I noticed. This Warriors team, yes, they're good at their 3-pointing, but the way that they got it was like, that is not an effective way of getting a 3-pointer, They come off these crazy screens. They pass the ball to the guy, they pass the ball to Looney, for example, and Looney passes it back, and it's just a very quick-paced play. And sometimes even Thompson, Curry, Poole, they hoist these 3 random 3-pointers up. Like, bro, the percentage of that shot going in is very slim. And when you look at the Lakers have these players wide open. Vanderbilt, Russell, open for 3, wide open, making that shot. That is a high percentage, right? right? And it's the same thing with Schroeder and Reeves. They know when to take their time and make that right shot. I remember that, I forgot which play it was, but it was Reeves and someone behind him. But Reeves knew to go to the paint closer, dribble to the paint closer with the defender right behind him to get that easy bank shot and make that easy two-pointer. That is an amazing shot selection. And it's the same with Schroeder. Schroeder knows how to drive. Overall, so much things to consider after game one. Like how is Steve Kerr gonna find a way to not so much rely on the three-point shot, but can also make easy shots in the two-point, at least mid-range, or maybe get your big bodies into the free throw line, especially utilize Kevon Looney to use his body and get into the free throw line so they can also do something in the free throw line instead of having little to no free throw attempts in the game, because that was the huge free throw discrepancy. It was very, very obvious. So how is Steve Kerr gonna try and counter that? And how is the Lakers going to maintain their effectiveness? You know, they get easily tired. And how will they stop the Warriors whenever they make these crazy explosive runs like that 14-0 run? Because there's so much to think about when it comes to the next games. But I don't know what Kerr and Darvin Ham's going to do. I don't know what the Warriors and Lakers are going to do to adjust for the next games. But until then, this has been an entertaining game one for the Bucks indeed. So this has been YGAX. Hope you guys enjoyed that little analysis of game one. And I'll see you guys in game two. See ya.